Right, this is the men's starting list. Philip Martin will climb first this morning, having qualified in last position, just sneaking in there. Arsène Duval, he'll enjoy in front of his home crowd. Mejdi Schalk, of course, another home crowd favourite. His dad in the audience, as always, psyched out of his brain. And then down the bottom, Taisai Homma in the top spot. And then for the women, Laura Rogera, she had a clip incident early on in one of the routes yesterday. She's down at the bottom. Nika Potapova makes her first semi-finals of the year in only her second World Cup of the year. Annie Sanders through down towards the bottom, 15-year-old still going strong. Jane Kim, good to see her back. And finally down at the very top of the order, Cheon So, Jessica Biltz and Manon Healy make up our top three. And often for her, it seems to be a thing of confidence. If she can just build it, she's okay.
Confidence is key, and climbing it's one of those sports that mind can really play tricky games on an athlete.
Exactly right. Eliska reaches through really easy down at the bottom. We're talking about grades. The setters reckon the first bit was about 6A plus. Of course, that's easier said than done when you're nervous at a World Cup stage.
I don't think it is.
Yes, I don't think setters
know. They were
know.
downplaying it.
Yeah, do they know a 6A plus? I don't think they'd spot one if they set it themselves. All right, Stefan crosses over with the left hand onto the crimps. And Eliska gets her comp off and running. Clip number 4. Lots of early clips here in Cham. And she's locking off and now dragging that right hand, similar to how Nika did it. Locks the left, but then drops the thumb down. And Stefan is on the flatty with the right hand. Eliska goes up with the left hand. This is the hold she has to flip and swap.
It looks like she's in with 2 fingers. Oh, she can just easily match it with 4 fingers in there.
Yeah, she needs to pop out those last digits on the left though. There, she's got them out and now can make the clip and shake out and rest on that good pocket. Well, Stefan rotates through the batteries. Not on very much with his left hand there as he crimps, reaches above his head. And Eliska makes the blind move up to the left-hand crimp. And it'll be interesting to see how Stefan does this sequence. We've seen 2 attempted beaters and 1 successful one.
Feet first, and so far so good. Yeah, Yoshiyuki's moves are a bit messy. He just campuses, right.
Yeah, Stefan drops down and then bumps up. Yoshiyuki was trying to keep his feet on for a long time, and it might have actually burnt him out a bit.
Indeed, and this is definitely how the route setters intended for this sequence to go.
I think I'm going to call it a fig 4 double knee stack.
But like, it's quite an elegant pose.
It is. It's
like when you're sitting with your legs crossed.
Yeah, exactly. He's just chilling out on the wall. So Stefan hangs out. Eliska continues. You can see him on both the screens.
That's a no hands rest. Easy. Maybe he's a bit scared to actually take off both hands.
Yeah, I don't think I would. I'm trying to work out which foot it is. The right leg.
If your knees, if you're pushing with your legs and you've got a safe knee bar like that one, you can take your hands off. Don't worry. Just you gotta try it.
There we go. You can give him advice afterwards.
I will. I'll speak to his coaches there. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
All right, Eliska out to the blind crimp with the right hand. Crosses over with the left. Good work from her. Quick climbing. Stefan bumps to the pinch. Eliska getting herself a little wrapped in the rope there, pops the left hand out, heel hooking her own fingers for a second. Stefan is about to pull through the head wall. Out to the first crimp with the left hand, brings the right foot up. And you have to move from crimps to slopers. That foot, second time we've seen it pop. A run and jump start up to the press, just a little nervy for the women, not difficult.
Helena's been competing here in Chamonix since 2009.
Yeah, a long time on the circuit, one of our veteran climbers. Marcello up to the crimps. Pops the right hand, strong with the shoulders as he makes the clip. Helene, awkward over the top of her arm, but into a blocked jug. High foot, and this is really where the women's route begins after that warm-up start.
Marcello won here in Chamonix in 2017, so I'm sure he wants to make it a double win after all these years.
Yeah, it'd be good to see him on the podium, and this is one of those comps where it could happen for him as well. You never know. Left foot rocks on that slowly as he moves towards the left. Helene, let's see how she does this sequence. She's going to do it as setters intended, with the left hand up. No feet, she spins through, and now she's on the crimps and we'll be able to shake out. Marcello rocks up on the toe with the right. He's into the battery holds. No foot section coming up for him. Let's hope he's got something in those arms. He'll have to start rotating through in a second. Helene up to the crimp. Dances the right foot through. High left foot. I'm quite excited to see Marcello on this section.
Yeah, let's see if he actually read the sequence, the previous climbers.
Has a high right foot. It reaches through with the left.
Yeah, like Yoshiyuki, he made it work, the clip with the high right foot. He's going feet first, chalking up.
So slow stuff from Marcello, but he's working his way through. Lovely with the feet. Oh, but finally falls. It seemed like the pump hit him all at once there. And Helene will rest on small jibs for the feet. From here on, she's got a couple of moves before another possible rest sequence. Straight arms, legs shaking a little bit, just enough to show the effort. And the French crowd really getting behind Helene here.
Yeah, yesterday I got to say I was hoping for big parts of the French team to make it through, because the crowd does change when it's one of their climbers.
Helene just with the left hand, the thumb catching the fall for a moment. Gets the clip in and nearing the top of this EP wall here in Chamonix. Brand new for this year. Don't see that big volume in the middle of the wall like there were in previous years. Smooth surface for the setters to play with. Although, as we can see from the men's, they are good at creating 3D style moves. Heel slowly removed from Helene.
Very high right heel, but she's making it work.
Matches the bad crimp. Helene, what a performance from her. She's close here. Right hand up. Every move is a battle. She rocks up again with the right hand. Angle change, but it's not much. She slaps to a sloper that wasn't there. So Vita Lucan on the right. She reaches through. Vita Lucan had one of those seasons which is a little bit up and down for her.
She did have a couple of injuries over the past year, so it's still really cool to see her in a semi-finals, and she definitely has potential to make it into a final.
Absolutely. Well, Vita is through in the Houdini move. The crowd, the cheer you heard was for Mejdi, who walked out. Qualified fairly low down for him.
He did mention he was tired yesterday, because he didn't sleep much, and he blamed it all on Paul, saying he's noisy while he sleeps. So I'm assuming some really loud snoring.
Paul Gemt, what are you doing? Well, maybe it was deliberate, who knows? Maybe Paul is sabotaging Mejdi. We can get a conspiracy theory on the go here.
No, they're good buds. I mean, they climbed their first 9A together. I feel that's a
It's just the
forever...
snoring. Snoring is one of those things you can't forgive in a friendship. Sorry, you just can't.
That's true.
Right, Mejdi is launching to the left, not looking tired at the moment as he starts his run.
I gotta say, it's such a pleasure to watch him climb. He's so like fresh and springy.
Yeah, he's been good this year. Psychologically, I think he's gone away and improved things and just looks like a different man. Matured in the off-season. He crosses through, reaches up, and keep an eye on the right as well. Vita Lucan will be able to unleash her power on this next section. Now, Mejdi immediately going feet first through here. He's going to commit to the feet first sequence pretty quickly, I would imagine.
Well, to the campus method as well.
Yeah.
Just like,
I mean, he, as you said, bouncy.
yeah, and doesn't really hesitate. It's just a bit like Oriane. They just try it.
Yeah, the French have that incredible ability to be instinctual on the wall. Mejdi, high right heel now as he rests. Good flexibility from him. Vita Lucan bumps out, gets the heel in above the rope. It is awkward, this move.
She's just trying to rest. I think she sees the next couple of moves are going to be bumpy. And outdoors, she's a really good climber. I mean, she climbed up to 8C+, but has on-sighted up to 8B+, which is more or less the grade of this route, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Which really tells she can be creative and fight.
Yeah, she's having to fight right now. Big left-hand pinch move, gets the heel locked in. Mejdi, keep an eye on him. He will start this fun sequence that I think he's going to enjoy. Spins around immediately. And look at that, that's unique. So he's trying double heels. He's got heel on the right-hand jug and then a left sort of scrubbing. Vita Lucan as well gets the left hand in the pocket. Good work from her as she drops into the undercling. Mejdi wants a knee bar, doesn't he? Vita falls. Exactly.
And Japanese, sorry,
we don't encourage gambling. We're giving you tips, all right? This is gold. All right, Colin underway and going, and Lucia on the right. We mentioned it before, but these two team uniforms are very similar. USA flag and then a sponsor logo on the right.
I like it though, black and white.
It's simple. They just both had the same idea at the same time. Although, actually, I think was Slovenia there first?
Ooh,
with the black and white?
They had those accents of green in the past years.
Accents of green. There we go. What are they? Accents of black now?
Yeah, no, it's just black and white.
Yeah, it's just no accents. Lucia, double clip. Colin goes out to the crimps. He's looking good. Sits on that right foot, makes the clip. Crosses through with the feet. And a toe hook. She's looking or thinking about a right hand here. She's got to be careful. They've got to be so accurate doing it this way if she commits to it. She might be changing her mind. It's so powerful bringing that right hand up.
Yeah, she's readjusting.
You realise when Molly did that without really a thought, how strong that move was? And Lucia is going to have to pick a method. Is it going to be the toe? You're going to have to crank on that toe. A lot of body tension. Colin as well is on the no feet. Lucia gets it right. She's going to commit to this. Goes for the bump. Oh, I'm holding my breath here in the commentary box. She takes another, but she goes for the heel. Drops back down. It must be burning out. Colin quickly through, gets the double knee stack in easily. Cheer. How is she still on the wall here? I mean, that right hand is going to be pumped. She keeps micro shaking it, but you've got to do a big move to a pocket if you're going to do it that way. Tense times here.
I feel she's just wasting time and just getting a bit pumped for...
Yeah, she was. Could have committed to that earlier, perhaps. Now gets the right hand in, matches with the left wrapped over the top. Colin Duffy is resting, shoved into the corner. So he bumps up with the right hand pinch. Sorry, crimp.
Yeah, sometimes committing to a move like that is more of a mental factor than a physical one, because we can clearly see it, she could do it, but just that oomph, that little split second of, okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's awkward position. Well, she was doing it with that high toe. You've got to really lean on it, and it's a scary move in terms of possibilities of getting it done. Colin rests with the high right toe.
Colin, also an Olympian.
Yeah, he is. He'll be going for another place in the World Champs. First time you can get one. Up with the left. The crowd know what he's approaching now. That high point is coming. Up towards the block rim. Got to be accurate, and he is. Lucia as well is trying to find the left foot. I think she could be in trouble after spending a while. Super stretched out. Is it too far, though?
It is difficult to push up. She's fighting through all of these moves, and she's still on the wall.
Yeah, she's still there. Colin, fingertip clip on the left.
I think we got a new high point in the men's.
I think we do. And if Colin can pull something back here after that clip, the crimp is good. We lose Lucia. She was on the way, I think, after that hesitation. Colin falls as well.
Yeah, on those reverses, an athlete really needs to point the feet down, push as hard as he can, and just those feet.
Deal with it. Salome Romain comes on for Team France on the right. She had a great qualifying round yesterday. Super strong from her. And Do-Hyun Lee, he's out. He's got a boulder gold this year. He'd love a lead gold. Jungwon's prodigy, showing what he's worth.
Salome will definitely want to make it into finals, because last year here in Chamonix, she missed out by 1 spot into semis. So she can go through. That'd be cool to see a full French team.
It would be good, and I like the way she climbs. In a similar way to Paul Gempt uses his height, Salome is a bit shorter, but she does things differently, and it's brilliant to watch. She just commits to big dynamic sequences when she's feeling comfortable. Salome makes the clip underneath the head of the overhang. Do-Hyun reaching under with the block feet. Good work from him as he bumps to the sloper. Salome is at the end of the easy section, hasn't settled in yet. I think she needs some hard moves to kind of kick her out of that ISO gear.
She's a pretty handy outdoor boulder, having climbed at least 8A from what I found. So a move like this one coming up, I don't think is going to be an issue. No, like full commitment from her. She's doing it statically, but that is a long way. She's going to have to pop to it. That's what we were saying. It's like when a physical move comes, she just commits to it. She goes for it. Yeah, and that shows some really good climbing technique, because you can put that right toe hook and not really pull on it, and she did everything to make the move work. Good work from her. Now she can rest. We'll get that clip in, and might go for a second, but it's a bit far for her, that. Do-Hyun Lee will enjoy the bouldery sequence here. Do-Hyun crosses, makes the clip before committing to any of these moves. Now gets the left hand in. Yeah, I think you'd be in real trouble if you didn't get that in early. I also think it must happen that they just get into a flow and they forget about a clip. Yeah, we've all seen it happen in climbing comps missing it, and we saw quite a few yesterday, actually. There's a lot of clips down low on this wall, and it's easy to climb quickly at the beginning and miss them. Salome unwinds, reaches to the block crimp. Easy through this section for her. It's just pump management. Do-Hyun, wonderful footwork from him. Changes the feet to left and right, trying to avoid a bit of calf pump there. And Do-Hyun with a little look upwards as he continues. Salome is having to fight a little bit more here. She rested for a while. Now has the blocked blind crimp with the right hand.
Swings, crosses through, reaches up to the clip. Do-Hyun Lee into the pinches, right hand on the crimp. You can see the fingerprints of the climbers who have gone before, left above that hold.
And he's just trying to rest and get something back.
He's matching that crimp. Salome is on the hard bit of the women's route. Gets the thumb catch locked in. Do-Hyun falls. That men's crux. That's a savagery. Salome goes as well.
Fortify, why she's a legend. She climbed for the first time here in Chamonix in 2004. Some of the athletes that are competing here today weren't even born then. And she won so many times, but Mr. Adamandre himself said he really admires the way she climbs.
Yeah, she's so precise with her movements.
So precise and controlled, and when she grabs the hold, she doesn't like readjust it a million times and get tired. Like, she's so efficient.
Yeah, the only thing she seems to be struggling with at the moment is speed. And she got timed out almost in Vila. She does not climb quickly. So it's something she has to be aware of.
You cannot speed up art.
You can when there's a clock ticking. That's the problem. She's coming close last finals to getting timed out of it. It's beautiful to watch, but it's maybe that change into this modern era. She needs to find the speed a little bit. Out Yurikuza on the left.
Actually, her first win was here in Chamonix in 2011.
I would love to see Jane win here. It would be incredible.
8 years ago.
If she wins, I think the French crowd will allow a non-French athlete to win.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday when she was coming out for qualies, everybody was going insane.
All right, she has a job to do now, though. She's easily up into the pocket, makes the clip. Out Yurikuza is into the batteries. She reaches up, gets the quick draw swinging. You can do that, you can't use it, you can't pull on up, but you can knock it to make it swing.
And Jean is really going for the Olympics, isn't she?
She certainly wants to, yeah. I mean, it's a goal of hers. She just wants one last blast at it. Left toe in, shakes out with the left hand.
I want to believe her yellow bow is matching on purpose to the route.
It might be, maybe she had a cheeky look. The athletes can see the routes on the way to ISO and they stop and have a look. Maybe she saw it then. Ow, launches into the no feet section. That's an awkward high left heel. First time we've really seen that work. But that wrap is going to be tricky, and he decides against it, goes underneath. Out to the jug, catches the swing with the left hand. Spider-Man-esque stays on the wall. Jane Kim eyes the next hold on her traverse, up to the pinches. There is Helene Janicourt, who will nervously be waiting. She's still on the top spot on the leaderboard. And every athlete that climbs, she has more of a chance of getting through.
Jain has 29 World Cup medals, World Cup wins. So maybe she can make it 30 at this event.
Big 3-0, that'd be good to see, wouldn't it? Gets the right heel in now. She's approaching one of the higher cruxes for the women. Ao is still just getting on with things on the left of your screen. Made it through the no foot. Jane slowly swings those feet over to the left.
And just finds a rest on that microscopic tiny crimp.
Up with the pinch. Ow, falls on that move.
And she looks so in control.
Yeah,
this is a new high point for the women.
Yeah, we're climbing into new territory. Blocked side pull with the right hand. Straightens up with that left leg. I can't see a clock from where I am, but she's still got lots of time.
I'll start the stopwatch on the next climber. Don't worry.
Well, that's the hold she's going for. As you can see, it's blocked by the volume. There is a bit of an edge behind it. I feel fairly positive for her, but she's got to rock a long way on this left foot now. There's the crimp she's going for at the top of the black volume. Presses, but falls going to it. So Alex walks over to the wall, pulls onto that pipe-like 2-foot thing.
I still find it surprising that he only has one World Cup win, considering he's such a good climber.
Oh, he's looking for a knee bar early on, and
Found
he
it.
has got one in. Well, fair enough.
That really does show like the outdoor experience. Whether you like them or not, sometimes you gotta use them.
Yeah, I mean, he's very, like I said, a 2-foot style set of holds, and he's using it like a 2-foot, gets the knee bar in, and then goes no feet on the next sequence. Alex going a bit on his own style here. So Tony Yoshida, 39 plus, is in the danger zone. 39 has become the high point crux. It's just where you turn the head wall. Colin Duffy still strong on 46 plus. That means he's guaranteed finals as well. Alex rotating through, looking good at the moment. Smooth from him as he comes up to the slope of the right hand. And then Natsuki Tani is underway. Miho Nanaka to come. And then Nono Hakume, part of Team Japan.
And Natsuki Tani is pretty consistent into making it into the finals, especially here in Chamonix. We've seen her in 5th place, both in 2022 and in 2021.
Yeah, so she's got
last
potential.
weekend in Villars.
Yeah, she was good in Villars last week. Alex, high splits on the wall.
Let's see how he read this sequence.
Powerfully, apparently, just uses the left hand.
No feet, no worries.
I'm not sure that was particularly intended.
Oh,
this campus
the
move.
campus, okay.
He's going for the left slap. Once you commit to that sequence, you have to go for it. And he double stacks the knees and will be able to get something back. And
But he looked like a campus, and then he put slightly smeared on the wall with his left foot, which really allowed him to give him a good push onto that right hold.
And he didn't use the knee bar at all. He got it briefly, then decided to push on. So either it didn't feel good, or he's too pumped to use it.
Or doesn't need it.
Or he
There's
doesn't
that
need it,
option
yes.
as
Maybe a bit
well.
too negative it. But it's interesting that he didn't use that, having found it.
Is he worried about time?
Don't know, we'll see.
Oh,
Up with the right hand, he's on the head wall move.
it is a pumpy sequence.
Alex in the crack between the volumes. Twist down, creeps the foot out, and he's got this blocked hold to
Looks
come, this
like-
accurate move.
Oh no.
Crept towards it and then fell. As has been the case the entire season, if there's a moment where you don't want comp climbing, just wait until the next weekend. Lots of action for you. All right, Sam Abazu pulls on. Let's hope he doesn't miss that first clip. I'm nervous now. You can see how Al would have done that. Sorry, how Masahiro would have done that. That's what he had to do. He just got the second one.
And Sam comes from like a dynasty of excellent climbers. His mom, Cecilia Abazu, won a gold, like 2 European golds.
Yeah, so that family, I wonder if it helps or hinders sometimes. You must have a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
But then it's also nice, because she's also a coach. It must be nice to go home and just be able to talk to your mom, but also professional climbing coach
Yeah.
on how to improve, or things that went well, things that it didn't.
Yeah, vent to your mum and coach.
And it must be so motivating as well.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, at least they understand.
And then his sister is coming up into becoming a pretty good French climber as well.
Yeah, that Abazou family.
Good genes, good genetics.
Very much so. And Sam has been climbing well so far. And he would love to get a place. Mia stretches that right leg out. She goes for the right hand method. You've got to go static, but it's so powerful to lock that left shoulder off. Or you have to do a bump at the top, or you go with the left hand. Those are the options we've seen. Mia comes out right to the jug, left hand into the pocket.
Sam was looking for a rest over there. Yeah, it looks he put in a lot of time into bouldering, and I gotta say, getting a bronze in Innsbruck was pretty special.
Yeah, it was good for Sam. It meant a lot. And what a comp that was. Do go and watch that if you missed it.
Yes, he managed to unlock a pretty special move that the route setters put up.
Sam, upside down, double knees. And Mia is resting on the crimps. Moves the feet out. Sam still rests. Now he goes. And the crowd getting behind their man as he gets the left hand on the sloper. No top so far. Colin Duffy getting closest for the men. Hard routes, yeah.
But that's always the thing with semis, isn't it? Like, they do want to create the good separation. And sometimes, are they generally harder than finals?
It can be, yeah. And we saw, I mean, in Korea, and I know it was boulder, but they use the finals boulders for a semi-final. It's kind of interchangeable. All right, Mia misses. Sorry, Sam Abazou falls on that 39+ area. Judges are going to have to be doing some countback for that one.
Yeah, a bit low there.
Mia Krampel sitting on the left heel. Gets the undercling, fighting now. Mia makes a big move up towards the sloper, but the crux, or the second crux, is to come here. Will she go left hand or right? Left is the obvious way. You get your fingers sunk into the pocket, left thumb on the chip. Underneath into the undercling, and then out left towards the blocked hold.
Oh no, we lose her.
We do lose her. She goes 8th. I saw her leave the stadium earlier on. I think she's gone to find some shade. So, the final moments of our comp, and exciting times, and Serato Anraku is on stage. The overall boulder winner for 23. Serato making multiple finals. And he's one of those this year who's just revealed himself to be a true Olympic contender.
Yeah, I mean, at 16, it's always interesting who the Japanese team has in the bag, and him was just a surprise. And I mean, he hasn't missed a lead final this year.
Well, he hasn't missed a competition yet. He's literally been everywhere, I'm pretty
Speed
sure.
climbing.
Speed climbing, yes.
Speed climbing.
Yeah, that's true. Fine, he wasn't in Jakarta. His teammate Mihona Naka underway on the right. She's got blonde hair now. She went from, I think it was blue to green. To, yeah, it was green for a while, but in Hachiochi it wasn't. It was a different colour. But for whatever reason, she's gone blonde. Miho, one of the athletes, having to battle the heat. I walked back into the stadium having had a break from it. around about 4:30, was amazed to see her still on the wall. She was climbing really late in the afternoon. She rotates around, gets the blocked side pull.
And Mio really proved herself to be such an all-round competitor. I mean, even getting a medal in a speed final.
Yeah, she trained so hard at speed. And there was a joke for a while going on, or a rumor that she was going to compete in the speed, but it didn't happen. Miho bumps out left. Sorato goes just casually, no hands. Flowed through that sequence. Miho makes that long reach out to the left. It's not easy just to reach to it. You have to do that little swing to get you in.
Mio is climbing so well. It's nice to see a certain fluidity in these climbers.
Yeah, she's looking good as she starts to traverse. Sorato is also looking good. He bumps up to the crimp. No stopping from now on, though.
Sorato, I gotta say, at 16, he's such a good, composed climber. Not messy at all. Just knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does.
And maybe even this weekend, without the obvious contenders for the podium, we could see him up there. But I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, it's coming for him. He's getting better. I think it's taken him a bit of time. And in Innsbruck, he was exhausted from the boulder.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then Villars, he was good. Well, I don't think we've seen the best from Sorato yet on a rope. But this could be it. It is approaching the Colin Duffy's high point right now. Double bump on the sloper. Miho rests. Sorato on the sloper. Now this is the move that Colin fell on, this crimp. Miho having to battle as well. All right, Sorato's on the crimp.
Heading out right. Really making those feet work. Finds the undercling.
This could be it from Sorato. Are we about to see our first top? He's got a quick draw and then the top.
Oh, I hope so.
Miho as well is on her crux. Swings over to the left. A lot of action as she crosses under to the right. The top is in sight for Sorato, but he's struggling with that clip. Just gets it. Falls on the next slope, but he'll get the plus.
Well, that's a high point. And we saw a couple
point.
of new moves, so thank you for that.
Sorato sieges the wall for us, showing us everything bit by bit. Miho as well is towards a high point. She presses with the left. Oh, I thought she was gone then. She started to barn door. She's ignored the clip. Miho falls standing on the head wall, but that's a high point for her.
Oh, teammates Jim Pope and Max actually nicknamed them like that.
They did. And there is the Terminator then, he's underway. Onto the underclings. Toby reaches through with the right hand. I know how Kume gets going. She was 16th in Villars, 14th in Hachioji, but that's all we've seen of her.
And I think Toby has been on everyone's radars for a while. Since at 10 years old, he was already climbing 8A outdoors, and then at 15, he climbed a 9A rain shadow in the UK.
Yeah, he's been coming for a while. He's discovered his boulder form, and people are mentioning Toby Roberts in the same sentence as Sorato at the moment, as someone who's multidisciplined and really has a chance to make it. Mino Hakumi unlocks that move, reaches through. And you can see how much black rubber is on those holds on the right. Really building up. Straight commitment from her into the pocket with the right hand, like Molly did. And Toby rests.
Yeah, Toby's training this winter apparently was utterly brutal. 6 days a week on and 8 hours a day. And that's more than a full-time job.
Yeah, a lot of work for Toby.
But it's paying off.
It certainly is. He's on form. He's building towards that World Champs. First time to get a qualifying place for him, if he can do it.
And he's breaking a lot of Team GB's records, isn't he?
Right, he hangs on for the no-hand sequence. Left into the jug, cuts loose, shoulders screaming as he holds the swing. Toby will never give up, but he is struggling to figure this sequence out now.
Smears against the wall so delicately.
Wow, he's trying to unlock that left hand.
And he manages.
Yes, it was all about getting that left foot on so he could release the hand.
Yeah, maybe that took a lot more energy than he expected.
Yeah, from here on, the men tend to climb quite quickly until they reach the head wall. Kume rests with the left toe.
I wonder if the athletes sing along with the songs.
I did ask them.
Just throwing them off.
I asked them if they notice it, and apparently sometimes you can. Sometimes they hear it. Depends on how much deep into the flow state you are.
I'd honestly go up to the DJ before the event and ask him for my favorite song.
I'm sure you would. Taylor Swift fans out there will know what Terry's favourite song will be.
I mean, it has to be Shake It Off for a lead event. And somebody is singing that into our ears.
Toby is above the crux. Kume reaches down to the undercling on the side pull. And Toby seems to have recovered something here. But this is the hard move for the men.
Is it? He's not making it seem like it.
It's really
He's
not.
resting on it in a minute.
Yeah, that left elbow though is coming up. He needs to make this accurately to the block crimp. He's got it.
Yes, Toby.
Closes it off, and he will lock that right hand for all it's worth. Bump, bump into the slopers.
Oh, that clip took him a while. I guess it wasn't the most comfortable position.
No, it wasn't. Reaching under for Toby. He needs to get that right foot drop down. Has it in now, but...
Easy.
Toby unlocks.
The Terminator.
He is going for a top, isn't he?
Is he going to terminate this route?
Oh, close to finding out. Pinching high up on the volley with the left hand. Noha Kume as well is on a high point here. She presses. First time we've seen this press move. The last couple of athletes are giving us a real show here.
Oh boy, they're both.
Noha Kume comes down. Over to the right. Oh, misses it just with the fingertips.
And that's definitely a new high point, though. Better if your feet are above your waist.
Yeah, so I think a bit of a mistake from Jessie. All right, Jessica Pilz, meanwhile, is underway. Can she make it the triple? 3 podiums at 3 comps. She's found her lead form. So Jessie's underway, and for the men, our final athlete will come out onto the stage, Taisei Homa. We're just one behind the women, so we have Jessie and then Shenso to go.
And Jessie's a very consistent climber. I mean, since we saw her, and her debut was actually here in Chamonix 10 years ago, but at the European Cup. And yeah, I mean, she was 3rd in Innsbruck, 2nd in Villars, which means, I don't want to say it, you can say it.
I just said the triple.
First.
Oh,
Yeah,
what, the
but
first
3,
goal?
2, 1.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Could she
So
do
she's just counting down or up.
What? She has real potential to do that. She qualified 2nd place here. Shenso only beating her, but they both got the same number of tops. So she's obviously on form.
Also wants to do this move statically.
Miho Nanaka has a huge smile on her face in the athlete waiting area. being greeted by Futaba Ito, who gives her a hug of congratulations. Jessie bumps out with the left hand. And Taisei Homa is on his route. Final athlete out for the men. Last time we'll see the semi-finals route, so enjoy it while you can. We've got double Jessies as she reaches the left foot. Puts the right foot in. Good work. And Taisei, yeah, so I talked to him about his ankle injury finally, having mentioned it on streams for a long time. And he was saying how he cut all the ligaments in that ankle.
Ooh. Did he get an operation?
I couldn't quite work that part out, but he said he'd cut it. I think he said he thought he might need an op, but then it didn't, but good to have him back. Static cross through from Taisei Homa.
Yeah, last year he came in second here in Chamonix behind Adam Ondra. Was he using a bolt cover, or is that a foothold?
You can do that. Yeah, it's a bolt cover, but he's using it as a foothold. I mean, it's total dual text. There's nothing on it.
But still, it gives you something to push out from.
Maybe. I've yet to see it sort of really be used. I'm waiting for the day, to be honest with you. But I haven't seen it yet. I think it's just ultra slippy. And obviously, you don't want to be standing on that thing. All right, Jessie shaking out on the jib. She's high already. Taisei Homa, and we've seen quite a few of these later athletes struggle on this move. As you said, I wonder if the heat has kicked in a bit for the men on this crux sequence.
I mean, there are no back conditions, only weakness.
I'm fully weak then all the time. Jessie, oh, Taisei launches right, somehow catches that swing with the right hand. He's got to do a massive campus move here. Out to the right, the left though is going to be difficult to hold this swing. He makes it work.
That was a full-on campus routine.
That was. The thing is, once you've committed to that sequence, you have to go because your feet are far too low. You can't pull it back.
But he did so.
Well, he committed to the sequence. Got it. Good work from Taisei. Jessie bumps into the side pull with the right hand, rocks up, quick shake out of the hand. She hits the blocked side pull and then into a second side pull.
And she's really strong on crimps, so this sequence plays in her favor.
Does, and look how close she is. Taisei as well is nearing that head wall. Athletes almost at the same height. Jessie reaches through. A high point above her head. Taisei looking like he might be coming towards the end, which doesn't mean anything for him. It can mean he's fresh. Taisei slips. We just saw the hand. I think it was a foot pop. Taisei Homa goes, but I think it's enough for a finals place.
I'm gonna refresh the app.
Yeah, well, that's all the men done. And Jessie gets a toe in, needs to trust it, rock up towards the crimp. Changes her mind, she goes underneath.
Too low, unfortunately, for Taisei. Right now he's in 13th.
There we go, well, Taisei underneath the top 8. And we'll see that in a minute. We've got 2 women to go though. Jessie is gritting her teeth as she pulls through. The crowd appreciative beneath her. Up into the undercling.
Will she use that headrest? We heard from the root setters there might be a headrest over there. I was like, well, if they have a nice bun on their head, maybe that will actually help.
Yeah, apparently they were telling us they were testing the hedge jam thing out. All right, Jessie, though, gets the left foot. She's looking a little stuck here on the wall, needs to move over to the right. Hits it, that was the blind one. Snatches through the cross, Jessie goes, but that is high on the wall for her. Proves her dynamic moves, and she's underway. Our last woman out to make, or try to get into our final. And we get to focus all of our attention as we've said goodbye to the men. Smooth work at the middle from Xian So. Clips in early.
Cheyenne's first World Cup gold was actually here in 2019 at the very young age of 15.
Yeah, one of those stadiums that's maybe lucky for her then, so she'll have it in her head. I'm expecting her to go high on the head wall. She makes the first crux move easily, so that's the initial danger out of the way. Right, makes the clips, looks towards the side pull, around the corner, kicks the left leg out, pressing it between where the wall joins the volume, and most of those black marks are. Out into the jugs from Xian So. Calm, collected climbing from her so far. There is Jan Vert. We had him on the live stream on the bottom left of your screen. He's our IFSC photographer, just to put a face to the voice from earlier on.
She is definitely one of those climbers that came out of the school of climbing of Jane Kim.
Yeah, she's been brought up under that leadership. Jane, of course, we'll see tonight again in the final. Up towards the jib with the left hand. So far, so planned from Xian So. No drama, just getting it done.
Yeah, I think we can talk for a while because, I mean, we know she's an excellent lead climber. I mean, she in 2019 in her breakout season, she won 4 golds, and outdoor this winter she climbed the 9A+. Oh. Only the second woman to climb La Rambla. And what was super impressive from Cheyenne is that she got it done in a couple of days. I think it's a total of like 7-8 tries, which is really not much for that grade and that route.
No, it's not. I can't wait for our current crop of climbers to go outside a little more. Once the Olympic maybe calmed down. Everyone's been talking about Yanya's 9B+, so we'll see. But right now, she goes out towards the blocked side pull, gets a heel locked in and comes up. There is the head wall, 20 degrees overhanging. She needs to make a second bump with the right hand here.
She's not an issue.
Well, she's crossing through, interesting. I guess she'll go up to the next Gaston. She does.
No, not her match.
Well, there are the jibs on top of the hole. She'll be standing them in a second, but she's got to go left first. We'll get this clip in. Rocks up now. A micro shake before she gets the side pull. We'll press up into the black volume above her head. And we're nearing high point territory here. No tops so far for men or the women. Oh, she's been pushed so far back though. And she's almost gone here. You can
Makes
see
it work.
so far, yeah, that balance keeps rocking back and forth.
A lot of thumb power.
Awesome from her. She's on the final sequence of moves. You've got to work your way up the black volume with your feet, hitting those jibs as you go left. She's one move away from topping our route. I think she's in a high point already. Nearly lost it there on the foot match. We'll need a big jump.
Dynamic move.
Yeah, is it a double catch? Is it just a right hand?
Yes.
It is a double catch, but she takes a massive swing on the way down. Well, it won't count as a top. You have to clip the quick draws. A good commitment from Xian So, and she will move into tonight's final.
In first.
In first position. Indeed, and these are our finalists. Sarata Anraku gets the high point with 50 plus, but Toby Roberts the same place. That's an appeal, I think, and gets second place due to count back. Colin Duffy, Stefan Schretz, Duchan Lee, Alex Magos, Sam Avazu, and Ao Yurikuza make up our 8. They will climb again tonight, barring appeal. Luka Potager just outside. And as we make our way down, Mejdi Shauk, where he said to you he was disappointed a little in his run. He won't make finals tonight. Hannes, good work from him. 21st, pretty sure that's a PB for him. So excellent climbing performance. And for the women, Sharon So, we just saw her almost topping out, 46 plus. Jessie Piltz, Nanoha Kume, Jane Kim, Miho Nanaka, Helen Janiko, Mia Krampel, and Vita Luken is into another final, pushing out Natsuki Tanley on 33 plus. And they will climb again later on. Big Japanese presence here as well. Camilla Puget, unfortunate for her, couldn't make it.